Judy.
Bill Erstis,
Present.
John Dooley,
Here.
Gary Bailey,
Here.
Deborah Potter,
Here.
Kevin Whipple.
Here.
Approval of the agenda. Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Did everybody get a chance to read the minutes from the last meeting?
Yes.
Okay. I'll accept the motion to accept.
I will make a motion, we accept the minutes as written.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Financial report, John?
Yep, financial report for the Greensburg Municipal Airport. We've got the three separate accounts. In the airport improvement account, current balance $280,662.69. Aviation rotary fuel account $173,541.76. Airport operations account $170,198.99. Total of all four accounts, because we also, I guess we still have do we still have that fourth account with the JCB? I think that's been closed.
Yeah, it's closed.
That's closed. So basically the total of all three accounts is $624,403.44. You'll see there our JCB loan net payoff, and you'll also see when we get to the bills, there'll be some money that's to be put back against that this month. So
Okay. Mr. Fleischer?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Pretty light agenda for the engineering side this month. Quick note for the apron project, all of the contract documents have been reviewed and executed for that project, so we are through all the steps that we'll need to do before we can go to construction next year. So everything's in place there, which is a good place to be in. So two items for this evening. One is a change to your DBE program, that is a Disadvantaged Business Enterprise Program. It's a 3-year revolving program that's required for any sponsor that takes funds from the federal government, and essentially it's your participation in a program that affords opportunity to disadvantaged business enterprises, so like women-owned or minority-owned business enterprises, to participate in your construction projects. So your goal is unchanged. What does change in this is some of the language that the US DOT adopted in their rule changes. So the DOT administers the DBE program. And if you get bored, I did include a 2-page sheet in your handout that kind of highlights what those language changes are. It's real good reading. I'm not going to read it to you right now because you'll all fall asleep. But essentially the point is, yeah, you have to adopt these language changes for your DBE program since you participate in it in order to receive federal funding. So it doesn't actually change your goal. That will change next year in fiscal year 25 when it'll be time to renew it for fiscal years 26 through 28. So, but we do need the board to adopt the rule changes. So the motion is board action to approve and submit a revised fiscal year 23 through fiscal year 25 DBE program to FAA to reflect US DOT rule changes.
if you're looking for a motion from us, so moved for me.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approved.
Okay, and the other item I wanted to talk about was your CIP, or your capital improvement plan. That is due on December 1st. So the last page in your packet with the yellow lines is a draft of the CIP that we have prepared. It's unchanged from last year's CIP, just moving things through the order. We took off the 24 projects that got funded, and we have 25 projects on here. So your number one priority is your final reimbursement for the land purchased for the runway project. That's $69,000 that will come as part of your non-primary entitlement grant in fiscal year 25. The balance of that MPE we're going to put towards reimbursement of the jet apron that we're going to construct next year. So that would be priority number 2. Priority number 3 is using your bill funds, your bipartisan infrastructure law funds for fiscal year 25 towards the apron project. So those are the three, I guess, three grants that we're looking to take in fiscal year '25. The other projects in fiscal year '25, priorities 4, 5, and 6, they're not likely to happen. You'll notice in the third column under funding type where it says funding type 2, that's a state grant program that they don't actually write grants for, but they ask for projects in there to show the need in case they ever were to issue a grant program. So we comply with their request and show projects in there, but likelihood of them being funded is pretty low. So in fiscal year '26, the FAA shows Greensburg rolling their MPE funds. So you would not use your MPE funds, you would bank the $150,000 for a future project. That's number 7 there. Number 8 is the final reimbursement for the apron project. And then starting in 2027, taking a design grant for Taxiway Alpha 2 connector. So that would be the start of the process of putting in a parallel taxiway for the runway. So this is just a draft. If you guys want to make any changes, this is the time to do it. The CIP meeting with NDOT and the FAA is still scheduled for October 24th from 8:15 to 9 a.m. at NDOT's office downtown. I think John and Bill, you guys are still planning to go to that?
Yes.
Okay, so you can talk about the CIP with the FAA at that time, and then next month I'll bring the full packet and we'll have board action to approve it if you don't want to make any changes, or with the changes made if you do want to move some stuff around.
I have a question with MPE rollovers. Is there any limit? Is there any limit to how many years you can roll over?
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years you can roll?
Yeah.
Okay, into one project, okay.
Yep. And obviously you don't have any rolled right now because they've all been going towards the runway project,
Right.
the land reimbursement, and the next fiscal years will go towards the final land reimbursement and the apron project. So in 2027, you'll have $300,000 in MPE funds available, of which half of that is shown for the design of the Alpha 2 connector. That's all I got. Oh, no, real quick, I did want to point out here, for fiscal years '25 and '26, with the FAA reauthorization, the state share and the local share is revised from 5% to 2.5%. So for the projects in fiscal year '25 and '26, the type 1 and the bill projects, your local share is reduced from 5% to 2.5%.
Oh, wow.
What led up to that? I mean, is that a federal?
I was just language in the reauthorization. They increased the federal share to 95% for those
That's what it
two.
used to be years ago.
A long time ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was before my
That's when you
time.
were a boy.
Ouch.
So, yeah, I just wanted to highlight that. So, yeah.
Do I need to sign this?
Yeah, you can sign that one, or I've got one here you can sign.
I've signed it already.
This one's tagged, so why don't you sign this one?
Okay, I'll sign that one.
So we know we got the right one.
Okay. I'll sign it real quick.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep. Thanks, sir.
Okay, you can leave now. Gary?
The only thing I've really much got to report is we've, one of the hangars that were one of the persons that had passed away has finally got cleaned out by the end of September, but I'm having to spend a good bit of time getting the hangar in shape for the next renter. So we may have a few days here before we put somebody in there, but there's been a problem with, it's got the sliding doors, and they have a problem with that building, concrete heaving up, and one area didn't go back down where they had to grind concrete away, and the other hangar back there, I'm trying to straighten out where the tracks hang because they got warped, the lumber did. I don't know if that happened during the tornado or when it was no roof for several months, whatever. And it's rather challenging work. wanna get there for sure or not. It really needs to be some new construction, like take the roof off and redo the framework and all that, and I don't know if we wanna get involved in that at this time.
Is that A building, that block building, or?
No, the
old
skydive
skydive.
building.
Okay, okay.
So anyhow, that's where we're at on stuff right now as far as the hangars, and other than that, things just business as usual. So, all righty. Oh,
Get the door open.
have not heard from the door opener people yet.
Okay. I contacted him and he said he would get back with him, so, but I hadn't
It's
heard.
only been what, well, by now I don't need it many more much this year, just must wait till next year, huh? I'm just teasing.
I'll stay on him.
All right.
Okay, Jerry, thank you. I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
Got the bills.
Can't do the bills.
Oh, let's do the bills. Yeah, let's do the bills. I'll accept a motion to approve the bills too.
Discussion on that.
Any discussion?
Just comment, you'll see we have $200,000 are paid against our JC Bank loan. I guess some reimbursements have come in, so I'll knock that down.
I make a motion, we approve the bills as submitted.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I approve. Okay, I'll accept the motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.